Welcome back, friends. You are watching Tactical Enlightenment, featuring our 300 series. All of these episodes that feature our small but powerful force of war veterans face off against foes in a wide variety of scenarios and in ever increasingly more difficult situations.
We Spartans are descended from Hercules himself, taught never to retreat, never to surrender, taught that death in the battlefield is the greatest glory he could achieve in his life. Spartans, the finest soldiers the world has ever known.
Alright, friends, welcome back again to another episode of Tactical Enlightenment. This continues our 300 challenge series. This series is basically a fun little spin-off from my main campaign, where I'm wandering around the map looking for trouble. And a castle I took quite a while ago, just kind of looking to have a home base, hoping to cause some trouble, is under attack. So my guy is gaining medicine skill. That'll help eventually. Hopefully we can get some of the medicine perks, although at this stage the army alone is sufficient to win a lot of major battles. So I was down in the southeast portion of the map causing trouble. I actually briefly sieged a castle down there looking for a fight. And instead, it looks like we're being sieged up here. The time it takes to get back to this, I think we'll be able to get there in time to fight whatever's attacking that. Should allow me 30 seconds to explain kind of why I'm doing this. Some interested subscribers were curious, how a really stacked, very powerful, strong army of about 300 men could do in a variety of different scenarios against really hard challenges. And so this series has been an exploration of that question. We've been looking for interesting scenarios, fighting harder and harder foes, and at least to this point, this incredibly strong group of 300 men has really only met its match once so far in battle. Although this would be extreme. So there's a huge force of Northern Empire here sieging this castle. We can't fight that. A little bit of a spoiler, I have failed attempting to defeat an army over 2,000 in the open field, and this looks like it's almost 4,000. So maybe, we can do though here, we can try and defend the castle. Of course, it's a very different tactical situation in a castle, but if we can break in here, let's say they got 150, they got a very small amount of defenders, it's mostly militia. So we have 422 men against 4,400. All right, so we're outnumbered 10-1. Let's get, I've got a really savage battle axe that I like for siege. It's incredibly fast. This is a relic of my grandfather's character he was a smith. Please don't ask how to craft this weapon. It's been months since I've done any smithing. It's very fast though, and it's ideal for siege. So in we go. Of course, we're running a normal player damage for all of these. These are designed to be fought rather pure, even though if I lose this siege attempt, I might try this a couple more times, just to see if it is possible. So we're going to put our normal units in the army groups. We've got some skirmishers in the 6th. The 5th is archers. I'm going to use them as a primary hold fire unit. The 8th is my elite 8th Corps. Where's my skirmisher? I like to have a skirmisher group. Perfect. This guy's an outstanding captain. He's going to decrease the damage they take. They will cover this left wing. And the idea with this siege and any other siege is effectively to create a death zone where the enemy coming in comes through that door under a hail of darts, javelins, arrows, crossbows, bolts. We're throwing fucking old donkey turds at them, everything we can throw at them, and hopefully we can massacre their forces en masse coming through that door. What's happened? Oh, some of my guys already have some siege, some counter siege. That's going to help. They're lobbing some explosive rounds in. I'm definitely going to try to look for some rocks to throw also in siege. My 6th Corps over there, I'm going to stretch it to a long, thin shield wall. That's the 5th Archers. The 5th, 6th, and 8th, I'm going to micromanage a lot in this battle. The 8th is my elite corps, packed with, absolutely elite troops. These guys are just getting owned on the fucking walls. Normally in a siege like this, it's not a good idea to defend the walls. I guess we'll join these guys for a little bit. It just never seems to work out. I mean, look how many fucking crossbowmen they have down there. They've got like fucking 50 guys down there. This gal got waxed. At least I can kind of move back and forth and not take too many direct shots to the face. There's just so many archers here, we're just basically outgunned. My guy's literally getting stacked up on the ground. So, we'll take a few more javelin shots here. Try to take out that guy with the flag. There you go. Fucking drop the flag. Anytime you drop a banner bearer, it removes the unit bonuses. Looks like some other motherfucker picked the flag up already. Fuck you and your flags. Dropped his ass again. Alright, we don't need to take too much damage exchanging volleys here. Okay, here come their main infantry gauntlet. They've got ladders on this side. And I don't know, I didn't see if they built a siege tower or not. I guess we'll take a look up here. Okay, so these, I don't like these rocks as much, they don't explode. But, okay, I just saw the exploding round over there. Not every battle you get these exploding rounds, but these are really powerful. You can just lop these, you know, like a fucking Olympic athlete, fire them. Oh shit, almost fell off. That would have been death. Okay, don't throw it that bad. I'm not particularly good at siege. I mean, we can do some tactics in siege, but I've definitely seen people do a lot better defending castles than I have. I'm kind of clumsy with the artillery. Once I get it down, though, I can sort of Larry Bird or pick your modern athlete. I can Kobe Bryant some of these explosive rounds and kill guys like that. So okay, so they had a siege tower. It looks like the siege tower's down. It already got blown up. So that means they only have two entrance into the castle. Yeah, look how many people that just devastated. So we'll do a few more moonshots here. Maybe I can lob it high and way out there. Yeah, that worked. We blew the fuck out. What the fuck? You're killing your own dudes. This guy just... he just fucking trucked one of his own guys. I bet that guy like took his rations last night or something. Medieval. Alright, so we're lobbing a few of these. Tactically, I'll tell you basically my plan here before the heavy... Oh shit, they're already through. Before the heavy action starts here, my plan is effectively to have archers, skirmishers, and maybe I have one elite division, my 8th Corps, on one side of the battle, on one side of the keep. Probably on this, I guess we'll call it the right side, even though the way I'm looking at it, it kind of seems like my left. It's the right if you were looking out the gate. These guys, by the way, they're on fire on will. I'm opening fire here. Right, these guys, they're not getting pounded with javelins, elite archer skills. These guys have no chance of coming up these ladders. They're going to get eviscerated. And as such, we can fly in here like fucking reckless. So the gate is my main concern. These guys are going to get shot off their ladder. I try to conserve ammunition, especially javelins in a fight like this. I know it's going to be a long fight if we have any chance of winning. I don't know if you can win a siege with, what do we have, 300, 410, 420 against. All the rocks are already gone. What the fuck? Normally you can throw down rocks on their head. Alright, so I'll be able to basically explain. So I've got an infantry division here guarding the gate. What I want to do though, yeah, I see him coming now. What I want to do is basically create a V-shaped formation here. I'm going to have units on this side, the right side we'll call that. That's the 1st, 3rd. We'll put the 8th over there as well, and then the 6th over here on the left. The 6th, all these guys are skirmishers. Almost all of them have javelins, and a lot of those guys are my companions. Oh shit, they're charging in already. All right, let's charge. Let's get the 3rd in there. It might be time to charge the 8th already. This is a pretty fierce initial wave. A lot of times the enemy doesn't charge this hard in sieges, but here they fucking come. Holy shit. And it's all elite troops. Okay, here comes my 6th. Now, oh shit, come here. My horse is fucking My horse must be anxious. Must want to be in the battle. Now stay, boy. All right, so we can create a bit of a death zone. Now, critical in siege, if you don't do a lot of siege, it'll help you. You don't want your troops charging all the way to the outside there. They'll get shot to pieces. So it's a little bit of a dance we're gonna have in this battle. Okay, the enemy's pouring in here behind our troops. Basically, I want the enemy to just barely charge through the gate, come through, you know, get 20, 30, 50 guys into the courtyard, and then we want to bottle it up. We want to close the gate on those fucks. Look at all these javelins. Now, see, these guys are careless with their javelins. It's like picking up after little kids. They just throw their toys all over the place. Holy fucking enemies. Alright, so you see they're pinched over there on the right. Now I send in the 6th Corps on this side, and this enemy's totally pinched. They're attacked from multiple angles. I can see archer shots firing in from above here. It's a really good spot these archers are in. And so they're just firing in to these units that are just, they're in like a kill box, right? They're in a death area. In fact, the medieval term for those little windows that's on a keep, those are called murder holes. Those little tiny slits. Sometimes people would throw rocks like down, you know, onto people. We're basically creating a death trap inside this little gatehouse here. Every time they come through, now I don't care about 3 or 4 coming through, but if 50 or 100 come through, you're going to see me make the same move mostly over and over again. We're going to charge aggressively, try to cut off their invasion, right? We can't let them just run, get free in here. That's the easiest way to lose a siege. I need a big shield. Get some more javelins here. And if they come in and we time it right, we're going to be able to produce massive murder each time it happens. We're going to take losses, of course, because we're fighting hand to hand, but we're wailing on them. Look at my fucking horse here. It's almost like he's telling me, giving me a message. You want to be ridden in this battle? I've never ridden, well, not never. I almost never ride a horse in siege. Let's give this a shot for a few minutes here. They're kind of skirmishing in. It's almost time to charge again. A good rule of thumb is like 20 enemies, 20, 30 enemies, then I charge. In we go. 6th Corps charges. My 3rd is charging over here. I've got some elite units as part of my 3rd. There's some family members in there. And again, it's a total screen of green. The enemy is sandwiched. Kind of enjoying this, actually. Maybe I should ride a horse more often in siege battles. I still feel highly vulnerable. Like I'm the only 9-foot target for archers to shoot at. I don't think I'm going to play around too much with this horse. So again, we're not going out of the gatehouse. We want the enemy coming in. Right, so we're going to stretch the 6th out again, shield wall there. Look at the deadly archer fire, right? I mean, these guys are absolutely pounding the enemy as they come in. So that enemy wave disintegrated. So far, so good. The greatest siege I've ever won myself was about 6-1. Outnumbered 6-1. This is, I think it's more than 10-1. Yeah, I can run guys over with my horse. It's kind of addicting, actually. You can do shit you can't normally do in siege. I could just run these guys over. Alright, time to get back in before I get shot off my mount. Let's give him a nice little corner to sit in here. And prepare for this next wave. Javelins fucking everywhere. We'll see, though. With these elite troops that we have in this battle, maybe we have a shot. Of course, the enemy has a massive amount of troops. 4,400, 4,300. There comes another big wave. Another strategy I will do is I will set up my 6th Corps on this left flank in a tight ball, right, almost either in a square or a shield wall, and basically hope that the enemy magnetizes to them. I'll set them pretty close to the gate, because if the enemy does, then they're getting shot on their side. They're getting shot on their side. A lot of the arrows are finding a mark, and of course, those archers are even more deadly. You see my archers over there, they're a little bit precarious how close they are, but that's because a few of those guys have melee in them. I want those guys to be able to charge if the enemy starts to have a breakthrough. I've got 2 or 3 units here in the back of my mind that are basically reserved for emergencies. I've got the 8th Corps, full of my most elite units. 20-second covering on that real quick here. We're wiping this wave out pretty easily. My 8th Corps is comprised mostly of elite units and family members and companions. Now, the campaign that I played in, that I pulled all these troops from, this is sort of just a side branch. You know how they have like the Mandalorian and shit like that? Let's take a peek out here. 400. Okay, they got a lot of troops there. You know what though? They don't have any archers. I don't see any archers in there. Let's bring archers out and pound them. Reinforcements are just arriving. Let's see if we can pound them with archers before their reinforcements arrive. These insolent fucks are just going up these siege ladders very slowly over here, and they don't seem to be fucking paying us any attention. Let's see if we can kill a lot of them before their friends arrive. Like half of them aren't even. They look like they're in a trance. Fuck these guys. Charge these motherfuckers. Well, they are archers. So they're archers, but they're not shooting for some reason. So we've got our 6th. They wouldn't be able to shoot anyway. Our 6th Corps is right in their face now. Okay, we're going to have to get out of here. The enemy forces are coming. It's interesting. My forces don't seem to acknowledge the guys coming in. I wish I could tell them, attack those, shoot at those guys coming up the hill. So this was a nice little sally attempt. This is what it's called when you come out of a keep and attack an enemy. But we got to get back inside now. I'm going to drag these units behind me. We were able to do some good damage there. Anyway, so my 8th Corps is a reserve elite unit. There's only 8 guys left in it. That's partly because a lot of the elite units are in the 6th Corps as well. Those are my skirmishers. And I think there's a few elite units like in the 1st and 3rd units. The point is, though, is that my campaign is a very late game campaign. I mean, an extremely late game campaign is a probably better word for it. Most rational people would have gotten bored in my campaign long before. But to prevent boredom, what I decided to do, chop off some heads there. These fucks trying to chase after us. Teach them to pursue, or teach them to not pursue next time. My campaign is 70 years old in game time, of course. You know, so I've got an incredible amount of family members, and a lot of them are like level 30, level 35, even level 40 and above. So they're very powerful. And I've put these guys into units, very tough units. You can see that gal with her unique armor. And these units I used in a specialized manner throughout the campaign. Well, so this 300 series, these guys, you know, I handpicked the army for this 300 challenge. These guys are mostly present. Some of them have died in battle, but I probably have 35 or 40 of these very high-level troops. And a lot of them are in the 8th Corps and 6th Corps, which I'm using as kind of what's that thing in a hallway of like a hotel? It says break glass and pull lever if there's a fire. Right, these guys are like my emergency pull switch. Pull the switch and help is on the way. Oh, that guy got a fucking direct spear shot, motherfucker. Stabbed me right in the neck. So I've got these units kind of held back in reserve because at some point in this battle we may get into a desperate situation, right? It's likely we're going to get in a difficult situation at some point in this battle. Some of my fucking units are just charging out the door. I did not give them orders to do that. Look at this perfect shield wall. Let me add my shield to it. A bunch of badasses here. So of course we have legionnaires, we have Manavlions, we have elite troops. But the idea with this series and with this battle, of course, is to see how big a force an elite army can take on, right? You know, just like the Spartans. You know, we're sort of pushing the limits to what we can handle. This is definitely the most ridiculous challenge I've taken on so far. So far, it's going pretty well. We've definitely suffered some losses here as I gather up some javelins. My troops, again, are sort of over-pursuing out the door there.
So follow me.
You know what? There's no... Let's make another sally attempt here. Let's have these guys charge. The 6th Corps is... Okay, I just saw the reinforcements pop in. Here they come. All right, we got time, though. We got like 30 seconds. We can make this count. Let's get the 5th Corps, 1st Corps, and 3rd Corps spread out here. These are archers. And we're going to fire a bunch of fucking volleys into this ignorant, insolent, asshole enemy here just stacked up, slowing down our siege battle here. Come and fight, you fucking pussies. They're fighting. They're holding shields. But they're not making like any attempt to charge us or any tactical maneuver. They're basically choosing to go up those siege ladders instead of charging through the gate. Now, of course, maybe the AI is looking at the results of their units charging through the gate, and maybe it's like, well, we can't charge through the gate. That's not working. So maybe this is just its logical. We're taking some losses here. I'm going to pull these guys back in. Maybe it's its logical conclusion that the safest route is actually up the ladder. Of course, none of those guys, or almost none of those guys going up the ladder are surviving. They're getting lit up by archers. I lost quite a few guys on the retreat there. That was kind of painful. Still losing guys. Those sallies are valuable because I'm doing massive damage at the beginning, but then I'm getting hammered as we leave. Then these fucks are sneaking in here. You motherfuckers. Fucking assholes. Okay, my archers are pounding them now. Get our archers spread out here. Our 6th Corps is still strong. It's still 100 guys. We're still going to be able to fuck up anything that comes through the gate. My units are still coming through the door. I don't know if they got tangled up out there or what, but that was kind of a messy retreat. These sallies out are beneficial in that we kill a lot of guys initially, but we sure take a beating on the way in. I gotta be a little quicker on the retreat. Yeah, coming through this city and you're gonna get beheaded, you motherfuckers. Pull these guys back, let these guys come in a little bit, and then we're gonna fucking overwhelm this force again. It's a very delicate balance. I want them coming in, but I don't want them flooding in. This is good. They're coming in at just the right pace, so to speak. You want to kind of give them a whiff of victory. Then you send in the 6th to fucking turn off the lights. Look at them roar up. That was like a freight train. They just poured in and massacred everything in sight. I forgot to mention this is my first attempt at this challenge. These 300 series, if I have a particularly difficult battle like this one, and I fail, you know, I get blown up by artillery or whatever it is, I'm gonna reshoot it. I'm gonna reload the game and then try it again. Now, I wasn't really doing that with my campaign, except when really random things happened, like a bug, units got stuck or something like that. You know, for the most part, I played my campaign pretty authentically. You know, we had a lot of deaths in the family. I lost like fucking 4 wives to deaths in battle, and we just I played through it, right? I just kind of played it on quasi-real mode. Now, I didn't do the Iron Man mode or whatever that is. I don't even understand all the variables of the Iron Man mode, but the point is, though, is that our campaign was played a lot more authentic than this. But I am going to tell you, if I fight these battles more than once. This is our first attempt at this siege. I didn't actually anticipate this siege defense occurring. I thought we were going to have an open field battle here. But this is turning into a pretty satisfying battle here. I've got this archer support. It's actually a lot of fun just to mangle these guys on the wall. I have time to do that because there's nothing coming through the gate. These guys have got the gate plugged up. I hear people dying. I love the sound effects that the game has when people die. Ah ha ha! You know, they have all these different death sounds. It's fucking great. Alright. So I'm pulling my guys back again. Don't want them going too far out there unless these guys have no support. It's been successful so far. I just got to time it better. Yeah, see, these guys are just like hanging out. Here, have one of these. Fucking asshole. Okay, so they just got reinforcements. Oh shit. Put up my big barn door shield here, and we'll wait for these reinforcements. When they don't have reinforcements, we're probably going to make some more sally attempts because it's been so damaging. The other thing is there's a chance I can destroy the enemy's morale in a battle like this. In battles where the kill ratio is lopsided, the enemy is oh shit, here they come. The enemy is much more likely to flee if they get encircled or attacked from behind. I don't know how it works with the morale function, but the enemy seems to rout a lot more often when I encircle an enemy. So, at some point in this battle, especially if it's starting to look very difficult, we may try a sally attempt there and try to break their morale. Try to attack those guys outside the wall there, surround them, and just go at them mercilessly and try to break their morale. I don't know if it'll work. It's kind of risky, but so is fighting 4,000 guys like we're trying with 400. I mean, I've lost battles where it was 3,000 against my 1,000. So this would be incredibly unlikely, incredibly improbable. That said, we do have quite the death machine going here, right? There's been a rhythm to this. They come up, they approach with these reinforcements, and they have absolutely no chance of getting through that gate. They're getting a kill like every 10 guys I see one of my guys drop, maybe every 20 guys. But these archers are just doing massive damage. These guys are positioned perfectly. It's just a fucking death machine in there. I can throw a javelin in there every once in a while and add to the carnage. But these guys have no chance to get through this main gate. Not unless our forces get reduced considerably from where they are. I mean, again, I see it. There's a death. There's another death. I'm losing guys, but it's slow. The enemy's definitely taking a beating. Let me get some more of these javelins. There's big bags of javelins here. I just can't help myself. Okay, so my units are getting kind of far. Ride our horse again. Our restless horse here. The restless leg syndrome. This horse must have restless leg syndrome. This horse just won't stay where I put it. So these are all infantry. I'm at no risk of being shot here by archers. Sometimes there'll be archers in the gateway, and of course the last place you want to be is standing above your men on a horse. You basically have a big neon sign that says, "Kill me, please." Just pounding these fucks in that gatehouse. Not much for me to do here. Occasionally I'm going to bring the 6th Corps out, and then if and when the enemy pushes in a little bit, we're going to attack in on the sides. And again, look at those guys getting murdered on this flank. Just murderous hail of darts. Now the 6th gets told to charge, right? In we go again, slam the door shut, give them an ounce of hope, and then rip out, pull the football away like Lucy, right? Most of you guys are probably too old for the whole Charlie Brown reference. I'm actually kind of too old for the Charlie Brown reference. Well, I seem like my horse is running out there now. You see these fucks here. Okay, let's try to break these fucks' morale. Fucking assholes. Okay, they are shooting at us. They have archers, so let's get a shield wall right in their face. Oh, they just got reinforcements. I gotta be quick here. So I'm setting up my 2 archers in kind of wide arcs around them. I see their fucking assholes still climbing the ladders over there. We've got about 30 seconds here to make an impact. Let's get these guys charging. 6th Corps charges. I come up with my axe too. Let's dismember some fucks. And let's try to break this enemy's morale here. These are medium level troops, so they've already gone through their elite troops. And they definitely seem disconcerted. Sometimes you can read the language of the enemy and they seem uncomfortable. I mean, of course they should be if they're getting chopped apart with a battle axe. This axe, my grandfather Smith named it Odin's Wrath, right? The war. I think Odin is the god of war. So our 6th Corps is butchering these guys. And my archers can't really get a shot here very well. Are these reinforcements? These are reinforcements coming in for us. This must be our last little wave. Yeah, it's like the garrison. These are like peasants. What motherfuckers shooting at us? Fuck you guys. Alright, I got these peasants to help us with the defense. Spread these guys out. And again, I told you I was going to try to time it. I'm going to try to get my units in faster this time. Fucking assholes. Fuck you guys. The archers should be drawing a bead on these guys soon. Shoot these fucking guys.
Shoulder to shoulder.
That's more like it. Yeah, look at them all piling them up out there. There's another big wave coming though.
So form a shield wall! Troops! Look, stand apart! Attack!
Okay, in goes the 6th Corps. I'm coming in on the side here. It's a good thing the enemy has medium level troops because kind of the slow creep of it, we've lost a lot of our elite units. I see a lot of fucking guys on our side wearing bathrobes. There's a lot of the militia and very low level troops here mixed in with our elite troops. So I know this isn't a true 300, what do we have, like 400? But these militia are almost so worthless that it's almost like 300. And you know, the other thing, of course, the 300. What nobody really talks about is if you learn anything about the battle, they had way more than 300. They had 700 of these guys, and I can't remember the different names of them. They were basically local small kingdoms that were helping the Spartans. But these other kingdoms contributed like 1,000 guys, 700 here. Now it wasn't all the time, but they had considerable assistance. God, I'm fighting Chuck Norris up here. Fuck you guys. So it really wasn't 300, and of course it wasn't 300 versus 1,000,000. It was like, oh fuck, that guy got 2 nasty fucking shots in on him. Fuck you. I want that guy dead. Fucking asshole. He's getting shot to pieces now. So the Spartans had more than 300 troops. So just like the Spartans, we've got 400 in this battle. But look at these guys with fucking bathrobes and shit. And this line here, this 6th Corps, I don't know if you've noticed it. I just noticed it with alarm. It's a lot smaller. There's like, it seems like there's about 30 or 40 guys here now. Maybe 20, 25. So this battle has gotten very challenging very quickly. We're still holding this gate, but barely. Now it's time for me to start thinking about backup plans. See how thin this line is. If this fades, and I still see it a death here and there. If this line fades, you always want a backup plan. So what's my next plan? Is the 4th Corps. These archers that are back here are pretty fucking solid. I saw high-level crossbow in them. There's Britannian Fiend champs in their midst still. You know, it looks like about 20 elite units still. I will charge with them if I have to. If this line here, the 6th, yeah, this is that fuck that speared me. Fuck you, have a javelin in your neck. If this thin line breaks down, and it's perilously close to breaking down, I will charge with these archers here. This crossbow, I see some Britannian Fiends in there. Okay, so it's my 5th Corps. I just programmed to memory, my 5th Corps is my break glass if there's an emergency. These guys are holding, but barely, and they're still suffering losses from time to time. It's not like, you know, they're just unbeatable. We're still suffering some deaths. So we're going to pull them back, and we're actually just going to sort of trial this 4th Corps. I've told these guys to charge. They're not really getting up here quick. Okay, here they come. So crossbowmen, these guys are pretty solid. I gotta watch my health. I can handle like 2 more serious hits. Maybe 1 more big hit. All right, so pull these guys back. That worked well. The 4th came up right away. Look at the enemy coming in here in a trance. These guys look like they're sleepwalking. Have an axe. Wake up. All right, so enemy comes in. Now we're charging with the 4th and the 6th. That line, the 6th, was just getting too thin on its own. Shit, this is a big enemy push here. Shit. These kind of battles you can lose these in a hurry. I'm gonna hold commentary for a second while I focus here. It's starting to dissolve, actually. Okay, we handled that. I thought if there was more guys behind that, we might have been in trouble there. I mean, they have more, but they're they're archers. Yeah, these archers are not going to be able to charge the... I mean, that's part of the reason they're over there on that ladder, right? These guys are wearing, like... These guys are they're wearing, like, cloth shirts. The javelin in the neck. So naturally, they're trying to go up the ladder. This is what I mean, though. In real life, these men would have routed already, and I think I can make these guys rout. We just have to... They still have level Tier 3 and Tier 4 troops left. We just have to make another decisive circling charge out there on those fucks, and I think they will rout. I got like... Let's see, I got like 75, maybe 90 men left. But I got some high levels here. So Battanian Fiend Champs, some of these guys have barely seen battle, right? Let me take a look here. See if it's safe to go out. I'm in a fairly perilous stage of this, right? Like a lot of people watching are probably like, don't charge, just let them come to you, right? I understand that notion. I also, these videos are entertainment, folks. I'm having a good time fighting these battles, and I don't mind us sacrificing some small chance to win to have it be more entertaining. So some people might be watching saying, you know, don't charge. It's 430 guys. But I think we're going to charge these fucks. I think we're going to try to break their morale here. I just, you know, I can sit here for an hour, but I think valor is the better part of discretion, right? We just made up a new saying. When you're playing a video game, bravery is always the best route. Look at my barn door fucking for a shield. They're shooting at me. I'm down to 16 guys in the 6th Corps here. I'll be able to put them in this little channel here. We're going to wrap archers around, and then we're going to charge these fucks. The 5th Corps is the key. Those Battanian Fiend Champs, if I can get some shock troops up with me into this massive enemy troops, I think we can make these guys rout. I mean, we shall see. Here we go, though. This motherfucker, he killed like 2 guys right away. Fuck you. All right, in we go. No guts, no glory, yeah. It's a lot of fucking troops, but they're soft, right? These guys have weak armor. They have no shields. They're not going to be blocking a lot of shots here. And my axe just carves a fucking path through these guys. I feel like I'm out in the backyard chopping cordwood. I love chopping wood in real life, and that's what this feels like. Just chopping through these archers. And reinforcements are coming too. Fuck. We're leaving a dent here, though. God damn it. Reinforcements. All right. I will follow the old axiom. They weren't going to rout there, evidently. More wood to be chopped. We will continue to play our game here. 60, 70, 80. Yeah, we are down to a perilously thin band of warriors here. It's nitty-gritty time here. If the enemy makes a concerted charge at the gate, we're going to have one... You motherfuckers just standing up here. The enemy's going to have... Oh, they're being shot. Good. The enemy is going to have a real chance of bursting through if they make a concerted attack. I'm going to help my guys dispatch this fucking group up here. Don't need them shooting at us while the enemy charges us. Yeah, here they come. They're pouring through the gate. I'm under 70, under 80 guys, if my math is right. Oh, well, there's your answer. The enemy's morale finally broke, and incredibly, we were able to pull this off. That was amazing. Look at them all running. We just created quite the death box for them there. Bring my troops out here to shoot at these fucking cowards as they run.
Move! Forward! Stand apart!
We can get a nice sunset. That was a fucking fantastic and fun siege defense. I apologize for the length. If you're still watching at this stage, you must love long battles and long siege defenses. If that's the case, you definitely need to frequent the channel, whether you subscribe or just check it out regularly. We've got probably 100 videos now that are part of the campaign, a combination of this 300 series, historic battles, And we're going to continue to show huge battles, difficult situations, and I'm going to try to give you tips that I've learned, mostly through failure, so you can have success in your own game. 3,500 we killed. And we have 77 guys left. So, thanks again for watching. I appreciate all the comments, all the subscribers. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are the reason I'm here, right? This was a kick-ass battle. There'll be more to come as our 300 challenges the rest of the map. Thanks again for watching, friends.